making great barbecue is more than just being able to smoke meat. I didn't mean that, but hey, I'll leave it in there. You know what I mean. If your brisket may be on point, but if your sides fall flat, then shame on you. You gotta have good sides. Come on, and this is a great one right here. Everyone's gonna love. The cornbread cupcake muffins are a crowd pleaser, and we making them jumbo size because people are gonna want to eat a lot of it. So you might as well make them bigger, and they're juicier too. I have a couple of secret ingredients going in here, and this recipe, as you can see, there it is. That's the only place it exists, right here. I should probably write this down in a better place. But that's my recipe. That's a glimpse in my mind. Sorry about that. All right, what do we have on our recipe? We have 1.25 cups of all-purpose flour in our bowl of dry stuff. We have dry and we have wet. With the dry is already here. I saved you the time of not having to watch me measure it. We have 3/4 cup of cornmeal, not cornstarch. Very different. Don't do that. We have 1 tablespoon of baking powder. We have 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Both kinds right there. We have 1/2 cup of sugar in there. We have 1 teaspoon of salt. And we have, where's the other thing? No, that's it, basically. There you go. That's what's in our dry thing right here. We have 1 cup of whole milk here. It's not buttermilk. You could use buttermilk maybe, but it's going to change what you do with your baking powder and baking soda because it's highly acidic, and that changes how this is going to rise and all that stuff. So for this recipe, it's whole milk, not buttermilk. We have 1/2 stick or 1/4 cup of melted butter right here. We have 2 large eggs. We have 1 teaspoon of vanilla going in. We have 1/2 cup of cream corn. There's your secret weapon. Cream corn in your corn muffin cupcakes. Yeah, that's what just took this over the top. We're going to make this real fast because it doesn't take very long. Then they're going in the oven, and I'm going to show you what these look like. But let's get all of this going together. I got my cup of milk. I've got my beater right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the eggs in the milk, in the measuring cup, because I don't like doing dishes. Try not to make a mess that much. If your eggs are room temperature, the shells crush easier. So do be careful of that. And don't get any in there because you can't see it. All right, we're just going to turn this on and whip this up super fast. That seems pretty whipped to me. All right, so we are going to do this real quick like this. I'm going to put the cream corn down. This is going in. I'm putting the butter down in here first because the butter is warm, and if you put it with the cold milk, it's going to congeal super fast. This way you can kind of blend it in a little bit better. We're going to mix this up before we put the milk in it. Make sure we get everything nice and mixy mixed. That looks perfect. Now we have to add the vanilla. Make sure that you do this highly measured. Nobody measures vanilla. You want about 1 teaspoon. It's pretty much. This is the other secret weapon. This makes them taste more like cupcakes than... I always have to forget something. So it's 1/4 cup of honey that's going in this. We can still add it. It's not too late, folks. And again, measuring is super important, obviously. I'm using pure raw honey because that's what I have. And it's coming out very slowly. Close enough. Close enough. All right, I'm going to knock down the sides real fast. Give this another quick mix. We had to mix it again anyways once I knocked the sides down, so it's not too late for the honey. Never too late for a little honey. All right, folks. We're done with the mixing part. All we have to do is get these into our muffin pan and put them in the oven. This is obviously going to be a little bit difficult getting this mixture here into these muffin wrappers, papers, whatever you want to call them. So I'm going to transfer this to this large measuring cup that has a pouring spout on it, which should make this much easier. I'm also going to do this away from me so that you can see this and I can't. You're welcome. Am I spilling it everywhere? Because I can't see. This is much easier for you to do because you don't have to do it on camera. They teach this in culinary video school. Video culinary school? I don't know what it's called. I didn't go there. That's why I don't know how to do it. I must have missed that day. All right. All right, it's all in there, finally. That took a while, sorry. All right, I'm going to keep this handy because you never know. We're gonna pour these in about 3/4 of the way full because these don't rise a lot, but they will rise a little bit. They won't muffin top. All right, that's in there. I got a little bit on the pan here itself. It is a really great idea to take a slightly damp paper towel and wipe that off real fast before you bake them. You're going to save yourself a lot of time in the cleanup later, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Pretty easy at this moment to wipe this off. Much harder after this goes through the oven. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now for my last secret here. These are more dessert than they are true sides. So I have some turbinado sugar right here. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this on because we want these to be yummy, don't we? Perfect. All right, let's get these in the oven quick before all the sugar sinks in. Let's go. The oven's at 400 degrees. These will take 17 to 20 minutes. These are jumbo muffins, so they take longer than smaller cupcake size. Yeah, you'll know when they're done when you put a toothpick in. It comes out clean. We'll do that in a minute. I'll come back and show you how these look. All right, these are out of the oven. They have cooled down here a little bit. You really got to let them cool down just a smidge. Otherwise, you know, bad things happen. So I'm going to single one out. It's like singling out the weakest gazelle, except I'm singling out the most delicious gazelle. Kind of like the way the lions would do it, if they were faster. I'm not putting down the fork because, come on, we're going in. But you got to put a little bit of butter in these things, so I am going to just make an incision across here. Oh yeah, we're going to open this up. Oh. I don't know if the camera is catching this. Is the camera catching the inside? Oh. We're just going to put a little butter in this. You put a little honey in here too, but it's already got some honey in it. Never have too much honey. Well, you probably can. A little bit. These things are so awesome. They're not like a cupcake because they have a little bit more texture to them. But they are incredible. I'm just going to peel this guy open. Yeah, the anticipation here is killing me as well. Leave it on the wrapper. Yeah, we're going in. I'm grabbing a fork. I'm going in because these things are a little big. And if I just shove this thing on my face, I'm going to become a meme. So I'm not doing that. I think it's just impressive. Old guy knows what a meme is. Right, let's take a bite. Okay, it still tastes like cornbread. They really do. But there's that note of a cupcake. It's perfect. It's the fine balance of that. It's not too sweet because we've all had cornbread that was way too sweet. You're like, that's just cake. This, and you've had cornbread that's so dry and mealy that you're like, wow. Did you put any flour in that at all? So normally cornbread will have like a 50-50 flour to cornmeal ratio. This is a little more flour, so you do get slightly more cakey. But this thing is ridiculously beautiful. So amazing. Seriously. See if I can get that in there. This might be the thumbnail. I don't know. But that is incredible. And now you know how to make the best cornmeal cupcake muffins in the world, because that's it right there. I thank you for watching this video, and hopefully if you want to see more like this, you can like and subscribe to the channel here. I know at the moment it's a little thin on content, but I am working on putting more stuff out soon. So subscribe and you'll get to see all of it. Until the next video comes out, I'll just say thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.